Ensemble learners are some of the best performing algorithms out there. XGBoost, Random Forest, and other such algorithms have been known to dominate in competitions and in application. That is not to say that they are suitable or ideal for all types of problems, but for structured ones, they often are the best. I have here a comparative study done on several of the leading gradient boosting algorithms. In this case, XGBoost, LightGBM, and CatBoost. In summary, it appeared that each had its own advantages. LightGBM was the fastest, XGBoost was somewhat in the middle, and CatBoost had the best performance. With experience and testing, you will know which one makes the most sense for you. Today, however, I will show you how to use each one of these so that you are familiar with all of them. So I'm going to set up a data set, in this case the Iris dataset, in the same way that textbook does. And then let's get introduced to XGBoost. So it is imported like so, simply XGBoost. And then a classifier is initialized with this syntax, xgb.xgbClassifier. And of course, there are many parameters, which you can see in detail by looking at the documentation. But as a start, the number of estimators is the number of rounds. There's a learning rate, a tree depth, and many other parameters that can be looked into in more detail. Having initialized the classifier, we can go ahead and fit it to our training set. And then to perform a prediction, it is simply your classifier dot predict on the set that you're interested in predicting. And finally, using scikit-learn's API, we can obtain an accuracy score. So that is XGBoost, and it has been a famous algorithm for years now due to its great performance. Next is CatBoost. And to install CatBoost, you simply run pip install, and then you import it. So it is installed in our Colab notebook. And then, again, we have the parameters, which you can study in detail, but this is just one sample. And then same exact syntax, fit. But afterwards, we can get both a probability and a prediction. And the prediction we can easily test to obtain, again, 0.94. So that is CatBoost. Finally, we have LightGBM, which we import using LightGBM as our library. It has a great collection of parameters. All these parameters are similar for each of these libraries, but they have their idiosyncrasies. For instance, learning rate we had in XGBoost as well. LightGBM has a bit of a tricky syntax in my view. Here it is. We take our training set under dataset, and only then do we pass it back in. Here, not as straightforward, but nothing one can't get used to. And then we can predict and obtain a class, and then compute our score. So this was a quick overview of how to use these three major ensemble learners, and as you recall, they each have their strengths and relative weaknesses, but all are excellent performers.